So, welcome back. Our next speaker is the head of Market Development Department at EU Agency for Space Program. Please welcome Fiammetta Diani. Hello, Fiammetta. Can you hear us and see us?
Hello. I can hear you well, and can you hear me as well?
Yes, perfect, perfect. So welcome in the space terminal. So tell us about the current challenges of the space industry as you see it at the moment.
Yeah, so I would like to explain a bit what are the challenges that we see for the space industry, but especially for what we call the downstream. So the companies, the SME, the industry that is using the space data to make, as we heard before from previous speaker, to make life of the people better, so to create solution. And in Europe, we are particularly good, creative in this using of the space technology. And our downstream industry reached 27% of worldwide market share. So I have to say that there are traditional sectors in which we are really strong, like in transport and other areas. However, there are challenges out there. First of all, we think that the potential is bigger. The potential of space data can bring to a wider market share, so more than 30%. That's the potential, and we would like to reach it. And there are challenges in terms of acquisition. So many times companies have good ideas, good products, but then they're not able to grow enough, and so they are taken over by, let's say, investors from outside Europe, and this is a pity. We have some examples in our recent history, and so this is one of the challenges. So to allow a further growth, to permit to the companies to grow, and also to increase the worldwide market share, exploiting the full potential, also enabled by the big investment that the EU is doing in space also in the next years.
Mm-hmm. So actually you are the new agency for EU space programs. How do you tackle these challenges, and what do you do? What is the role of the EU SPA?
Yes. So our agency is new, was born this year in April with the new space program regulation that we have in Europe. However, we build on the legacy of the GSA, that was the agency for the EGNSS, so of Galileo, our worldwide made in EU navigation system, and EGNOS. So now we are enlarging our scope, and we will not take care only of satellite navigation, but we are taking care also of Earth observation, so of Copernicus, our flagship program in Earth observation, and also of the connectivity side. So we are creating this secure connectivity hub, and so we will have a portfolio that is covering the main space technology, not only navigation. And what our role? As GSA, we really work to make Galileo widely used worldwide, and we are proud to have already 2.5 billion receivers in the world that are using actively Galileo. And we would like to repeat this good experience also for Copernicus. So we are working to make more business and commercial use of Earth observation, hoping to create new business and new opportunities for startups and companies. And as well as we are building the new user basis for secure connectivity. But what we do believe are our major contribution to the challenges toward the industry. Mm-hmm. So as I was explaining, we need to be more competitive. I think we need to enlarge the club, so to bring new forces inside the space business, mm-hmm. including the space downstream. We need startups, we need innovators, people that have a disruptive approach.
That's why we are here for. Yes, that is why we are now here. Perfect.
That's why I'm here today.
Yeah, exactly.
Indeed. So we think this is the secret for the success. And to enlarge this club, we set up some specific tools that target this audience. So together with the European Commission, we have this new Cassini initiative, maybe you heard about. It's dedicated to startups, innovators in space, and with the targeted actions like hackathons, competitions, acceleration programs, and also investment. So we'll have seed funding and other source of targeted investment for the compartment. And if I may be even more concrete, we have an open, opportunity on the table. So let me share a couple of slides so I can explain to the startups who are
watching and are keen to receive all the information. Yes, we are looking forward to your slides. There we are.
Okay, so we have open now our first competition.
Can you please press the F5 button? I think that's the one that makes your presentation big screen, because now we can all see all the slides, but I think F5 is the one which makes your presentation to go.
Actually, I think on my side I already see it big, so I'm not sure.
We only see the part.
Anyway, there is a bit of delay, but anyhow, I can explain even without. But
perfect.
So we have opened this opportunity. It's called My EU Space. So it's a competition, but not only competition. So we will provide really support to all the startups that will participate with us. We are building on the legacy of My Galileo, and that was a series of challenges that we launched in the previous years. So we have a network of 1,000 startups, and we are looking for new ones.
That's a lot already. Wow,
so
congratulations.
Please join.
Yeah.
We will have, so let me see if I can change the slide. Can you see it? Maybe not.
You are really fast growing if you are at these numbers already.
Yes. So the main point is that the competition is open in this moment. So that's the moment to propose your ideas. We have different track. We have a track one that is if you have an idea and you want to build a prototype ready for customer validation. And we have a track two if instead you already worked and you have a prototype and you want to enter the market. And we have different topics: Move Me Smart for smart mobility, Our Green Planet for the environmental challenges, Space My Life, so for consumer solutions that change our daily life, Map My World, so for all the surveying and mapping world, Farming by Satellite, that is building on a long history in our agency to make the young farmers to innovate using space technology. And we have also a special topic on diving quantum, so how quantum technologies together with space technology can make a difference in application. And okay, the good news, I go back to you in the meantime. The good news is that is open now. It will be open till the 15th of November. And so you have time, because the procedure to participate is pretty simple. So you have time to come up with your ideas and to participate to this very important initiative. We helped many startups, and we are ready to have a new generation of startups and innovators that will make the difference in space.
So all of you who are watching, it's time to apply. Go and take a look at these links and resources. Definitely, Space My Life is my favorite word of all of that you mentioned. Can you please tell us about the future a little bit, how you see it and what challenges you think and your organization feel that are coming, and how can you answer them?
Yeah, so I would like to say that for me, the most important challenges we have in front of us and that to which we can answer with space are some important societal challenges. The first one, I think, is the climate crisis. We cannot close our eyes anymore. It's at our door, so it's no more remote things that is happening. We saw how hard it can be in Central Europe last summer. So we think that this is the big challenge in front of us, and the space needs to give a bigger contribution of what is today. So we think that this is where we have to invest. And for this reason, we opened last week, 28th of few days ago, 28th of October.
Yeah.
It's already more than 1 week.
Almost my birthday. Yes. Wow. Well, good timing.
we open a call under Horizon Europe, that is the big research and innovation program of the European Union, call branded USPA, so you will find them very easily. And the one is about the Green Deal for Europe. So one thing we really believe in is that we should not consider this space technology separate. No? There are companies specialized in Earth observation, other in navigation, but we have needed to consider them as synergic technologies that can offer end-to-end solution. And to stimulate this, we have this open call, quite a rich one. One on Green Deal for Europe, so solution that can help to prevent and mitigate the climate crisis. One on actually emergency and crisis management. So once we are in the situation, how we deal with it, how we communicate with the people on the field. You know? We saw this summer, it was even not possible to understand who was in danger, what was happening, and so on. And also we have another call that is for the digital age. We believe that space can really contribute with this fusion of the different technology to accelerate the transition to the digital age. So these calls are open till February. So there is time to create good teams, good ideas, and this is for us the challenge of the future. So accelerate the transition to digital age, the climate crisis, and also be more ready and resilient to answer to the situation of emergency and crisis.
And the future challenges, yes. We have audience questions. Partly we already tackled this, but anyway, I asked, what is the difference and the different tasks between the ESA and your agency, the EU SPA? So if you can tell us more about the differences so it's more clear that who does what.
Okay, thank you for the question. Indeed, give me the opportunity to clarify. So the European Space Agency, for example, let me take the case of Galileo, that is maybe the easiest one. So in the case of Galileo, the European Space Agency was doing the role of, let's say, system architect, so to design the system and put it in the sky. My agency is doing all the rest, if we want. So we are operating the satellites, delivering the services, and also developing the market, developing the users, stimulating the downstream companies to let's say, make business out of it.
Yeah.
So that's a bit the difference, and the same will continue to be in the future also for other areas. And we have a very good cooperation, so it's synergic actions we are doing, and.
Thank you. I think it's totally clear. We have another question. So, Chinese space industry is emerging. Can Europe keep at track?
Yes, indeed. So when I said that one of the challenges that we have is to increase our worldwide market share, but also to resist to acquisition that come from abroad, indeed from Asia in general and from China, there is competition upcoming. So what we think is that we need to be even more prepared than we are today. So I think we can cope. I think we have the expertise, we have the minds, we have the brain here in Europe that will permit this, but we need to be prepared to face this competition. For this, for example, I think a useful tool that we are putting on the table is our market report. So we will publish a new edition of the market report related to navigation, to GNSS, but also to Earth observation for the first time, in which we go and explore all the markets, the verticals that are using space. We also do a forecast for the next years, and we give the trends, the drivers, and this is a super useful tool for the companies also to understand which kind of competition they will have, what kind of opportunities are there. And it's also a tool for the investors, for the venture capitalists and for the private investors that we are also trying to, let's say, put in the picture and to make them understand better what are the challenges for Europe, also coming from the competition outside, including China, so that they can, let's say, invest in the companies and permit Europe to grow their presence.
And do you have advice for the emerging startups and companies who realize that tackling these issues and these challenges are the ones that should be done? So do you have any advice you can share?
Well, I think that the real value of startups is that they can be different. So the Space Club has been for many years a bit traditional, if I may, so linked to certain players, to certain dynamics and so on. So the real advice I have for startups is use this different approach, this capacity to, let's say, try, fail, retry, and succeed. So don't be shy. Bring inside the space domain technologies, approaches, business models that are in other sectors that are not in space. And I think you will be protagonist of the next generation of space solutions.
Sure, thank you very much. I think you know, and all the ones who are following Design Terminal's work know that we truly believe in optimism. And my question is for you is now about this. What makes you optimistic about the future?
So first of all, I think the energy and enthusiasm that I see from, let's say, young entrepreneurs and startups that participated in our initiatives. I have to say that when we organized, for example, an Investor Day, in which we put together the startups, the investors, and all the entrepreneurs, and there was a special energy, unique human factor and enthusiasm also from people that doesn't know space. No, they were completely new, but they were really enthusiastic to make it improving our lives. So this energy, this spirit that is typically European and is really an asset, I think this make me optimist for the future.
And do you have favorite projects or startups or shooting star companies, speaking of space tech, that you can tell us and show us as example?
Yeah, we have many examples, and it's difficult to choose, but let me quote maybe some examples. So one of our, let's say, previous winners developed a capsule that can be transported with drones under controlled temperature to deliver, for example, blood, organs, but also vaccine.
Wow.
Exactly on spot. So very, let's say, interesting solution.
And how long did it take them to create this?
Yeah, so they came to us already with a good idea, but very far from the real product. And they ended up in our program to be ready, so to be operational, ready to deliver, ready to provide this product and service. So, and it was a matter of few months. So I think that the real advantage of startups is that they can do it quickly. In space, overall, with our infrastructure and so on, we are slow because this is a different business. Must be reliable, but must stay there for years. And so we cannot afford this kind of dynamic. While these companies, these younger companies, they are able to do it in few months and to be ready for the market. We have another company that realized a completely different field, a very good idea. They realized the mini robot to draw the lines for large parking spots. And
wow.
They use accurate navigation to do it. And they are having talks for a big contract in US to serve, and they are a company from Europe.
So they're just really flying in and painting all the lines.
No, this is on land.
Yes.
The drone with the capsule is flying. This one is going on land. So many interesting solution. Another of our winners, for example, developed something that is for all the people who like to sail and to use boat, and it's called Anchor Vision. And they can understand when the anchor of your boat is moved, for example, in the night or when you don't want it to do, and they give you an alert and prevent all the burden and also the incidents that are due to this. So we have a bit of everything, no? From very important solution for, let's say, bringing organs around to commercial one to also leisure one. So that's the beauty also of space technology that enable wide range of applications.
Yes, it is truly creative and colorful. Well, thank you very much for being with us. Thank you for sharing your thoughts, and good luck for your work.
Thank you very much, and thank you for this opportunity. And I wait for many startups to participate in my space.
Sure. Please, all of you who are watching us, take a look and apply for these programs. And now we are again having a short break because we have to set up the scene because someone is coming here in person, and we will continue at 11 sharp. So see you very soon.